Haven't seen her on TV by now, you're living under a rock, okay? The former Birmingham native who now calls Huntsville home, Jazz McKenzie, repping her state of Alabama as she competes on this season of The Voice. You might remember she made her TVL debut back on the episode of Sounds of the Valley, but now we are checking in back with a superstar who is quite literally in the making right now this morning. Jazz, I'm thrilled that you're here. First of all, this fit, you already are a star. You got the look of a star.
Well, thank you, girl. I tried to do what I could for you.
You got it, my queen. Well, we're so excited to welcome you back. Okay, first, again, I just mentioned, we first met you, again, back on TVL, Spring, Sounds of the Valley.
Yeah.
You're now, fast forward 6 months, you are thriving on The Voice. Did you know back at that point you were kind of thinking of this? Tell me, how did we get 6 months forward?
Yes, it was brewing, and I had to sit on it, you know. I was still nesting that egg, and I couldn't say anything, but I was already overcome with just so much excitement. I was bursting. I wish I could say it at that time.
And so what does that process look? I mean, again, you just kind of, do you do a dry audition and just hope that they call you? I mean,
so mine was a little interesting. I woke up to a DM on TikTok.
Huh.
And
is that the way they do it these days?
You know, I think there are so many different ways to do it. There are auditions and all kinds of different things, but mine's was unique. Okay. And like a few others as well. But yes, I woke up to a DM on TikTok.
And they were like, hey, we think you should come audition.
There's an opportunity for you to do this. Would you like it? Is that something that you would do? And at first I was a little antsy. I was like, maybe this isn't real. You know?
Is this like from The Voice or like producers
This was from a talent producer.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, yes. And I said, this can't be real. This can't be real. And then I went to another social media platform on Instagram, and I saw the same DM, and I said, So I looked into it, and it panned out to be exactly what it was. And girl, and here we are.
You are crushing it, let me just say to you. You ended up going with Team Buble, which, can I just say, perfect choice. My whole family, we love him. We call him the butter man. His voice just like butter.
Bubbles.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's one of the greatest artists of all time.
Yes, he's
truly
amazing.
His voice is so pure. Is he just as nice in person? I have to ask.
Oh my goodness, Michael Bublé is so kind. He's very spiritual, and he was very personable. It felt like a cousin. I'm like, are we kinfolk?
He seems so sweet. If I ever met him, which I don't know on what circumstance I would, but I feel like I would be just so starstruck.
He's amazing.
But also too, I can only imagine that coaching partnership with someone like him. What kind of pointers again?
So he always encourages you to be bold, be yourself, but also keep the integrity of a song. Take a song, especially if it's a big hit, take it, keep the integrity, and go for it. Go for what you know.
Because that's a big challenge too, to kind of, you want to put your own spin on it, but you want to stay true to how people do know and love it, especially when you're doing covers. Last time we chat with you though, again, producer Shanika sat down with you in our big Sons of the Valley episode. She said you were really busy working on a lot of original new music. How are things on that front? I know The Voice is preoccupying everything.
I had to stick a little pin in it for a hot second, right? For obvious reasons, but we're back and stronger than ever, and hopefully I'm set to do some releases in the beginning of the year.
My girl, we are so excited for you. Well, again, we know The Voice is still going very strong. What's it like to, I mean, again, I always ask people, again, when you're performing, it's, I guess, always that first performance is always really nerve-wracking because you're waiting for the chair turns.
Right.
Do you just kind of black out and just perform like normal?
Listen, girl, when I say walking out that was the longest walk. That was the longest walk that I have ever taken. However, once I got there, they always encourage you to take one big breath. It grounds you, and it literally does, but nothing can kind of eliminate those nerves. And I think nerves are good. You know, they kind of give you a different type of drive. So, of course, once you get past the jitters in the first, few lines, then you go for it. And that was it for me.
Yeah, and again, and you've been brought up so well. Again, Alabama, which we've got our music ties. West Coast, though, I mean, it's got to be a different way of life. I mean, you're in the thick
faster.
Of it. Yeah.
Much faster. And of course, it's like, you know, kind of coming up in Huntsville and Birmingham as well. I found out that was the foundation. It was a beautiful foundation for me to set me up for that. All of those shows and all of the late nights and all of the sing this, sing that, go here, go there, it literally prepped me for this moment. Because without that training, I would have been in there like, what's happening?
Yeah, well, again, you have, first and foremost, I think, the God-given talent, and then obviously the passion behind it to go through with the training and receive all the coaching that you have. We know you've already gone so far, and we just can't wait to be your biggest cheerleaders. I feel like I'm going to have to save this clip.
Yes.
And then like 10 years from now when they do some documentary on like the making of superstar Jazz McKenzie,
Hey.
I'll like send in like, here's her old footage from me back in Huntsville when she was just starting out. So excited for you, my girl.
Thank you
Again, you
so
said
much.
new music on the way, new Voice episodes airing, which we'll plug. But first, just where people who want to cheer you on, keep along with you. You're on a
Yes.
number of social media platforms, Spotify, and things.
Absolutely. You can find me on Facebook at Jazz McKenzie. That's Jazz McKenzie. And on Instagram at It's Just Jazz Music. And TikTok as well.
Yes,
It's Just Jazz
where
Music.
it all started.
Where it all
That's
started.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Yes,
that was
it was
breaking
beautiful.
information. Well, Jazz, my girl, so excited. Again, The Voice also airing right here on 48 Mondays and Tuesdays. And cheer on our
Tune
hometown
in.
queen. Jazz,
Thank
we
you
love
so much.
Thanks,
I
my
love
girl.
y'all.
We'll see you again soon. I know we will.
Yes,
Thanks.
absolutely.